How much does Danny Kane owe in back taxes?
£284,342.
That's not proved.
80% proved.
Acquired how?
Chief Superintendent means legally or illegally.
Working on credit banking transactions, cash settlement of credit card bills, perks from his self-employed status, car with driver, expensive suits, private education for his children, and information regarding cash from his semi-legitimate operations.
Such as protection, escort agencies, minicabs, video clubs, etc.
Since he files returns of sorts and employs an able accountant, it might be difficult to nail him for fraud or evasion. I have no doubt these are occurring, but the man is exceptionally clever.
He hasn't survived this long without attention to detail.
His accountant can do a deal, can't he, if there's no criminal case? And you said we had it.
Deals are at our discretion. And for Mr. Kane, there is no deal. A payment in full within 30 days, or the collector goes after him. Bankrupt the bastard.
So he goes bankrupt. What's he got to lose?
Oh, Danny has certain social ambitions.
Comfortable lifestyle.
Kids at private school.
Mr. Kane is committing the criminal's greatest sin.
He wants to become respectable.
Rumour has it he's trying to go straight, so we better move fast.
Then you could extend the deadline.
Not this time, Miss Daltrey. He's never going to let the revenue drag him through the courts. I think he'd sooner rob a bank.
If he does, we'll get him.
It's time I paid Mr. Kane a visit.
Star, get with child a mandrake root, tell me where all past years are, and
teach me to hear the mermaids. Teach me to hear the mermaids singing, and keep off envy's stinging.
Go on.
And find what wine. I know. And find what wine serves. Serves to advance an honest mind. Right? Done. Yeah?
John, done indeed.
Danny, I've read your essay.
Oh.
How'd you get on?
17 out of 30.
C+. I'm impressed.
Yeah, well, she says my vocabulary's good, but I haven't got into the habit of dropping in the big words like it was second nature.
Yeah. Nothing worse than self-conscious pedantry.
Like the ship in the case, do you, Mr. Kane?
Huh?
Like the ship in the case, do you, Mr. Kane?
Oh. Our grandfather was second mate in the tea clipper.
Tell you what, yours for 40 quid.
Nah. Where would I put it?
In a tea clipper, right?
Yeah. Before the First War. Sailed out of Glasgow.
37. That's my last offer.
Martin. Have a plum.
Good morning, Mr. Kane. I'm from the Inland Revenue, Collector's Office, name of Dundas. Is there somewhere we could talk?
Yeah, down here.
You might prefer this particular conversation to take place in conditions of some privacy.
I have a very busy morning, Mr. Dundas. And as far as I'm aware, all my tax affairs are in perfectly good order. I employ expensive accountants, also pay on demand.
I'm very pleased to hear it, sir. But you see, my head office has made your affairs the subject of a special inquiry which could result in criminal prosecution.
I pay my taxes.
That's not the conclusion reached by our inquiry branch.
I think we'll continue this conversation in the presence of my accountant and my lawyer.
As you please. There's not a lot more to say. Defrauding the revenue is an imprisonable offence, and we do have the power to order your arrest.
You said you were from the collection department.
Most perceptive, Mr. Kane. The revenue finds your case a borderline one, based on evidence of unusually large cash transactions taking place over the last 7 years. Provided you pay this revised assessment in full within a period of 30 days from today, criminal proceedings will not be brought, and the case will be filed. Good day.
You're not going to believe this.
I got a funny feeling you're absolutely right.
Same boat.
Well, they've done you and all.
No, it's the same boat that our granddad was on.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, it is. It's a salamander. It cost a few quid, but, you know, it's something down to the kids.
£284,000.
No, 31 quid.
Read that.
Well, that's ridiculous. You don't have that sort of money, do you?
I don't know. I've got some liquid assets.
Well, you better see that bent lawyer of yours.
He's not bent. That is the beauty of Max. He's our lawyer. Family, innit? Isn't it?
Well, anyway, look, you can appeal because the tax commissioners, when they're an entirely independent body, they can overrule that assessment. Oh, God, this boat is heavy. And then, of course, you know, you can ask for time to pay because the income tax is not like VAT. With income tax, they will do a deal.
How comes you know so much about it?
Well, when I was doing that mission up in Liverpool, I did all the bookkeeping. Not much I don't know about the Inland Revenue. It got you rattled, though, didn't it?
Well, you know that look? When a bloke's got 4 aces, and he's watching you working out why you haven't got a winning hand.
Yeah.
Well, Dundas had the same look.
Oh, dear.
Oh, anyway, not to worry. We've got expert financial advisors. That's what I pay good money for. Do you know something, Frank?
What?
That is a lovely boat.
Quite satisfying, really. Delivering Mr. Kane his 30 days' notice. It's not often I get the chance to meet my...
Victims?
Oh, come on, Miss Daltrey.
Oh, I suspect I'm merely voicing the unspoken thoughts of the zealous taxman.
Mr. Kane is not a victim, Miss Daltrey. He's an extremely cunning defaulter who must be brought to book by any means we can.
As long as they're legal means, of course.
Of course.
That's why you're here, as our legal advisor.
Then there'll be nothing to worry about, will there?
Anyway, all we have to do now is wait. Be interesting to see what he does.
See how he raises the money.
We know he's already mortgaged his house.
Paradise Club must be worth a bit.
No, I've run a check. It's worth a lot, but not to Danny. Everything is in his brother Frank's name.
Then it's just a matter of time.
And pray he goes back into business?
That would be a neat result.
And if he does produce the money without resorting to crime, Customs and Excise will hit him for VAT.
Andy, I've got an idea. How about a visit to inquire about vandalism?
Maybe try a neighbourhood watch. What did CRO come up with?
The lady's as clean as a whistle.
I'll look in on my way home.
Yes.
Miss Emily Curtis?
Yes, I am.
I'm from the local police division. Just calling round our local residents to explain the neighbourhood watch programme. Might I come in?
You certainly may.
Yeah, I see. Thank you. They say the case is being handled by head office. I've never known the revenue so implacable, unmovable, intractable, unhelpful. No to an appeal, no to a reasonable plea, no to a deal. If they said nothing, they said no.
So how do we play it?
Wait a minute, Daniel. It's all beginning to tie in.
What is?
I had one of these new breed of legal investigators call me up. Jessica Daltrey. All pleasant chit-chat. Then she started asking me questions about you. Makes me suspicious that something or someone is after your hide.
Oh, so not only do I have some po-faced vulture from the Taxman's Special Inquisition branch asking me for a fortune, I've now got a legal beagle sniffing around the lamppost. I want a game plan, Max.
Maybe we have to pay the money.
Max.
Then negotiate a deal for the future.
I've paid all the taxes I'm going to pay. Now, where do I get that sort of money?
You haven't got a little nest egg? Assets from previous investments?
Well, I might be able to raise...
On the other hand, maybe no. If you produce instant cash, then they want to know how you got it. It could be added to the assessment. Who knows, with the way they're thinking, you could be charged with defrauding the revenue as well as non-payment.
Max, it's about time you started earning your fees. I want this thing sorted.
You want my advice?
I didn't come here to buy hats.
Then you better start looking for £284,000.
Oh, thanks for nothing.
And Daniel, you better make it look legitimate.
1, 2, 3, 4! Whatever he may try, just to have you standing by his side.
Yes, love.
Danny, you didn't forget, did you?
Forget what?
The barra class from number 17 and John and Cassandra we met at the parent-teachers.
Look, something's come up this end. Be a good girl, make my excuses. I'll be there by 9. Listen, it's really important.
Danny, this is really important too. At least to you it is. It was you that invited them.
Give them something else to drink.
CID, Nesbitt. English. No, Sergeant. I don't want to know about his A-level chances. Good night.
So how much money can we call in?
In the next 2 weeks, protection we can bag 32 grand. We got subcontracts holding 68 grand in readies.
That's 100 grand.
The escort business should produce around 60 grand.
Road money on the safety deposit job.
Yeah, that's 215 grand.
Bent poker, shimmy game.
Hit them Friday night, boss. We could clean up.
Yeah. No, I promised Frank I would try and go straight.
Does he know about the girls and the contributions from around town? Or the occasional lapse into silver ingots?
Don't get technical. I only said I'd try.
Look, boss, you go home. Help your lady. I'll do tonight's collection. And I promise not to park in a double yellow line.
Leave it out. You've got an audience.
Covered. All Kane's bagman had to do was collect just once and I'd nicked him.
I even had the writ prepared. Assessment for non-declared income. Could have put another 75,000 or so on his bill.
Yeah, I'd have had him for extortion.
Would have been the final nails in his coffin.
Yeah, we didn't bargain on St. Frank.
Well, you win some, you lose some. One thing's for certain, we've got him on the run. Now we've closed down his protection arm, he'll be getting desperate.
I want him closed down forever. Things you learn. I've got a local DS who's been working on his file. Do you know he's been taking English lessons?
Oh, that's not a legitimate expense.
Some plan to get the A level and do the Open University.
You need 3 for that.
He got maths and economics at Pentonville.
I spoke to his accountant this afternoon. He suggested 40,000 a year for the next 7 years.
And?
No deal.
That should concentrate his mind.
So you reckon we're attracting some serious heat?
I reckon you are.
Oh, wonderful. Sweet William certainly knows how to pick its moment, as if I didn't have enough trouble with the revenue on my back.
Maybe there's a connection. They're after you, Danny. I can hear the fluttering of chickens, coming home to roost.
And I can hear the fluttering of 1,000 farmyard birds. Homeward roosters. Their shadows like ravens looking for my tombstone.
Sometimes, Danny, you astonish me.
We're talking 17th century poets here, brother. You want to watch out.
But look, maybe it's just a scheme to force you to do a job, eh?
A job? I don't know what you mean.
Well, supposing they reckon it's either that or go bankrupt. Because, that criminal fraud bit, that's a try-on. They probably can't prove intent.
Well, force me to go crooked? Well, that's immoral, Frank.
Maybe there's an honest way out. Eh?
Well, I really want to hear about it. Believe me, Frank.
Well, the club is bought and paid for. It's a realisable asset. We could raise the ante on a mortgage.
Mortgage has got nothing to do with me, mate. I left the club to you, remember?
Yeah, and I gave you half back.
I don't believe you, Frank. Don't you realise how much Ma rates your mortgage is? She reckoned banks were the real robbers, with aggravation.
OK, look, forget the mortgage. Say we sell up. Now, that real estate will fetch £500,000 quid or more.
Nah. I can't do that.
That's the only way out.
The folks around here depend on the Paradise Club. If I was to pack up and move out, you've got no idea what really evil people would move in on this patch.
You've got an area that's relatively free of drugs, hardly any serious crime, and ordinary decent folks can walk about at night without fear of being mugged. They might not know it, mate, That's down to me. They got me to thank for that.
Well, I'm surprised I didn't see your name on the New Year's honours list then. Put it like that.
You might not be so far from the mark, actually. If our old man, Hatchet Jack, had been born in 1390, us or our relatives might be drawing £80 a time every time they went into the House of Lords.
Yeah, still wouldn't be enough to pay this tax demand, though, would it? Danny, I'll come clean with you. My old bishop, he really wants me back. He's going to wipe the slate, and he says there's work to be done. So what I'm saying is, it might suit me to sell up. Plus, it is the only legal way out. Hello, how you doing? Oh, yeah,
oh, Lord.
What, Freya?
Daniel Kane, I waited in for your critique on John Milton this morning. Might just as well have gone and played cartwheels on Westminster Bridge.
Yeah, well, I'm truly sorry, Miss Curtis.
You must be the priest.
Well, that's the question we were just debating, ma'am.
Myself, I'm an agnostic. Still, there's room for all sorts. Try and make him come to his classes. He's got a good brain, although a trifle lacking in the syntax.
I'll do my best. Well, there's one thing that I really must know. Which one of Milton's,
Paradise Regained. Much prefer it to Paradise Lost. I expect it before Friday.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Paradise Regained, eh? Well, there you have it. Look, let's arrange a meet with this man, what's his name, Dundas. He's possibly quite reasonable. Hey?
Mr. Kane will see you now.
Morning, Mr. Kane.
You've kept me waiting weeks, Mr. Dundas. And I thought you told me this matter was urgent.
Mr. Dundas, take a seat, please. We are here without counsel and without accountants, so that we may have an informal...
Might have an informal off-the-record meeting.
What I wanted to ask you was... can you guarantee no further action if my brother managed to say, borrow the money claimed in your assessment?
As I have already said, if within a period of, what is it now, 10 days? If within 10 days Mr. Kane pays the sum demanded in full, the Inland Revenue will take no further action on this particular matter.
Well, what I want to know is... are you people going to charge me tax on the money I've already raised to pay the tax bill you've already given me?
All we're concerned with is that each citizen should account for every penny he earns and pay the correct taxation.
If I was to sell the Paradise Club and pay my brother's debt to you, and of course to declare that full price and pay tax on that, would he be clear? I mean, that really is my reason for requesting this meeting.
That would appear to be perfectly in order. But to conclude such a sale within 10 days, well, that's your business. There's nothing more, gentlemen.
Oh, yes, would the Revenue consider an extension of the deadline?
The Revenue is being more than generous in offering not to prosecute, provided he pays in full by a week on Monday. Good day, gentlemen.
Frank, you can't sell the Paradise Club.
Did you get all that? Bloody cheek.
If you ask me, he's trying to explain away the imminent arrival of £280,000.
And it won't be from the sale of the club.
It's a hell of a lot of loose change to explain away.
That's nothing. You'll be amazed. Right now we've got 3 million in used notes sitting on the floor below my office. All neatly tagged in evidence bags for a court case that's coming up next week.
Better be good. I'm due to take the wife to Safeways. It's late closing.
Well, there's not a lot occurring. I can't make it up, can I?
Fine. I'm off.
Hey. What about a sweetener, eh?
Payment by results, Ron. You know the score.
Hey, hang about. Correct me if I'm wrong, but whisper is there's something going down in your neck that you don't know nothing about. Am I right?
You've lost me.
Reference. Some top brass from the Met, plus Inland Revenue. Tell me you ain't interested.
Go on.
Here's the best bit, Mr. Nesbitt. It's Danny Kane they're after. I saw this big noise from Serious Crimes pick up a revenue man after his visit to the Paradise Club. That's why they're working out Bermondsey Nick. Combined operation has to be.
Anyone else know about this?
It's only me saw them get in the same motor.
Say anything, did they?
Not that I could hear. Sorry.
Forget you saw them.
Sure.
Forget we had this conversation.
What conversation?
You discuss this with anybody, and I'll put it about your snout.
Nothing to fear on that score, Elliot. Mr. Nesbitt.
Now that looks like a man with problems on his mind.
Talking to me?
Forgive me. My wife always says I'm being presumptuous.
Just that I'm not used to people taking an interest in my welfare.
Well, that's a pity. But I suppose everyone's busy these days.
Who needs Venice, eh? Local, are you?
No, I've just moved in. You still look worried.
Yeah, it's probably my metabolic rhythm. I've been reading about that.
But, you don't want to discuss it?
Well, it's the British thing, isn't it? You know, I mean, they're just personal problems, you know, I mean. Show me a man who hasn't got a problem.
Frank, the bishop sent me. Felix Abrahams. Rabbi Felix Abrahams.
But you're...
Well, James and I, we met on a cruise up the Nile.
Oh, where else?
Well, for Miriam and me, it was our honeymoon, and James was head of the mission in Peking.
About 10 years ago?
We've never lost touch.
I can't go back.
Well, if you don't mind talking, I don't mind listening.
You know, I was praying there when you walked in.
Well, how about that, huh?
That's Terry back there, lollipop in the crocodile with his sword. I hit it hard. It says it in the script, Dad. He hits it hard. That's what I did.
Oh, quite right, too. We can't have them creeping around going tick-tocking all over the place now, can we? Tell you what, we'll go inside, you can tell me all about it.
You all right?
You don't mind if we don't go out tonight?
Never fancied Pygmalion anyway. So what's the matter?
I'll tell you later when the kids are in bed, all right?
Promises.
No, it's no crisis of faith, Felix. I've never suffered that. So, maybe I've been lucky.
With me, it's not so difficult. Because my faith, it's my condition.
Same with me, I suppose. But, God knows I can't stand the hypocrisy and the cold-bloodedness of the church.
So you're not a company man?
I'm a human being, Felix. Horses, booze, beautiful women.
But you're tempted. You're tempted by their offer to welcome you back.
I'm guilty of the sin of feeling needed here. But you seem to know what you're about, Rabbi Felix Abrahams. So, why not get this jacket off, eh? Get stuck in here. Maybe we can share the load, eh?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Frank.
Welcome to Hell's Kitchenette.
Got the police, the income tax, probably the customs, and a band of oak out to your skin.
In a nutshell, yeah.
Got you boxed into a corner, so if you don't cough up 200 odd grand, you go down the steps, eh?
I don't like you talking like that, darling. You sound just like Ma.
Come on. Whose wife am I, eh? Real challenge for Danny Kane.
Yeah. A challenge.
So how long have you got?
9 days.
You'll manage.
Yeah. Thanks, Tom.
Anytime.
There's a funny smell in the air. And what could it be? I know. It's grass. Pity it's not burning grass.
Oh, give me a break, Mr. O'Brien.
Oh, Ronnie, it's too early in the morning.
Look, everybody knows I string the filth along. I take their Judas shilling, and why not? They only got so much in their kitty down Bermondsey, Nick. As long as I take some, it stays out of the hands of a genuine snout, right?
You'd make me laugh if you wasn't so pathetic.
If I wasn't careful with the rabbit, you'd all be inside, and you know that. No offence, but it's the truth.
If you wasn't careful with the said rabbit, you'd be part of the M25, and you know that.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
So now they treated you bad, and you've come running to pass the little info the other way around.
Mr. O'Grady, you should be a psychologist. It's kind of scary. Hey, ain't you a bit young to be in the Freud squad? All right. Old Bailey trial. Use notes held in evidence. Hey?
There you go, that's see you later. Right, now be good, you two.
We've got a passenger in the back. Don't look surprised.
Nice motor, Mr. Kane.
Now, Ronnie, tell the nice man what you just told me.
Sure.
Oh, very reasonable. Or as Frank would say, bloody reasonable. So this man won't respond to us. He won't take your calls. He won't set up a meeting. He won't answer your letters. So what you going to do about it?
The ways of the revenue are many and mysterious.
Really? Well, you best find a way of getting to them before they get to me.
Daniel. It's a good cause if you're feeling generous.
Max, from this moment on, charity begins at home.
about the Paradise Club. And the rumours about maybe it's going to shut down. All on account Danny Kane being stuck with a bill for a great deal of cash by the taxman. Now, I got no brief for them that breaks the law. I work too bloody hard. But if that dance all goes, this community dies. And in a few weeks, will be just another squalid part of this faceless, anonymous city. They got talent contests on Sundays. What a laugh. Derby and Joan afternoons. Bingo. Along with all the rock and roll and jazz, heavy metal. And I hear there's even a chance the area boxing finals being held there. So what I'm proposing is we ask the Kane brothers to let us hold a grand gala occasion with celebrity guests to raise funds to help the naughty boy of the neighbourhood pay his tax and keep the place going. What do you think? This is a sincere suggestion.
That was a very nice speech, Martin.
Sorry, I forgot to mention the poor and needy at Christmas.
Oh, Martin. Had the desired effect.
It's amazing how much sincerity you get for 50 quid.
Problems with this anyway.
Well, it's been working fine.
Oh yeah, I know, but problem was with the exchange, you know, it's a new system down there.
This is camera number 3. There's 7 cameras altogether. Each camera takes 10 seconds to scan, and then there's a pause of 2 seconds. So that gives us 12 seconds at each location.
Great.
Do you want to see it again?
Yeah. Something's going on in Kane country, and I'd like a part of it.
What do you want to know?
Well, word's out someone's trying to screw him via the taxman.
Taxman knows what he's doing.
Look, we're here in the station, and we know
It's a very
they've been...
sensitive area you're trying to delve into here, Sergeant. Look. There is a revenue unit working on Kane, but no real police involvement. When there is, I'll let you know. Understood?
I'd like a part of it.
Understood, Sergeant.
Looking good, Father Frank.
Yep. But I doubt if we raise more than 20 grand. That's saying one hell of a lot to this community.
Have faith, Father. Have faith.
Must say I'm a bit pleased that Danny isn't here to lend a hand. I mean, this is all in aid of his problem, isn't it?
He's probably making his own contribution.
I don't think I want to know.
Five hours and 20 minutes to go.
And the coup de grace, Mr. Dundas.
Wonderful.
I was a bit worried he might manage to get the money.
Pinning all his hopes on this ridiculous benefit, I believe.
Why don't we go?
Why not? We can serve the warrant on the stroke of midnight. Brilliant. Come on.
Check main stairwell. Repeat, check main stairwell.
I don't believe it. Where have they gone?
She lives on a hill. I wanna leave her, but she's my thrill. She my ding dong, baby. 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 She my ding dong, baby.
Where you been? Oh, just a few last-minute preparations. Listen, you'd best call the fan total in. I've got 10 minutes before I turn into a pumpkin.
What?
Go on, off you go.
Oh, yeah. They say that life is full of surprises. You big people are
I thought we'd have had the call by now. You don't get hep to that jive jack. The breath of life left you and you better look on. It's the KP! Gang Blast Boogie gonna play a little boogie and blues for you. It's the KP! Gang Blast Boogie gonna play a little boogie and blues for you. You don't get hep to that jive jack. The breath of life left you and you better look back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Frank Kane.
Well, they say that life is full of surprises, and all you lovely people down there, I mean, this was all your idea, so on behalf of my brother Danny and me, I just want to say God bless each and every one of you, and thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
As you know, many stallholders in local pubs and shops have kept contribution boxes for the last week. Anonymous, so nobody need be ashamed of the size of their contribution. Let's just see what this benefit has raised. Who's going to be first? Ronald Blythe. Thank you, Ronald, for your contribution from your hard-earned cash.
Thanks for that one else, Rick.
150, ladies and gentlemen. £50. Woo! Amazing grace. £15. Pat the doorman. £75. Woo! £509. Woo!
4 to 1, they don't get 10,000.
You're on.
£27,008p.
27,008p. Sharon from the massage parlor. £20,453. From the city branch of the local Shakespeare Society. To be or not to be, Miss Curtis. £14,973, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't believe this.
Yeah. 12,860 pounds. 17,400. 35 pounds and 20 pence. Yeah! Getting good!
Ladies and gentlemen, the final total is £284,342.
£284,342. All honestly raised before your very own eye and tax-free, I believe.
Your time will come, Kane.
Doubtless, but not this time.
We have to go. There's been a robbery at the Inland River.